What's going on, YouTube? It's James Rashai. It's got another battle report for today. It's Strength in Numbers 2023, round number 2, guys. Guys, what is going on? It's your boy James here. I got another battle report for you today. It is against the WCW Expendables. Guys, what is going on? What? Honestly, I know Fergus helped build this team. I know, for the record, that the WCW, it's Windy City Warhammer, by the way. Fergus is has a giant boner for wrestling, right? So he wants to call it WCW since Windy City Warhammer. It's like, haha, World Championship Wrestling back in the day. I get that. But I don't know why he called this group the Expendables instead of calling them like the Cruiserweight division. You missed a golden opportunity here. Golden opportunity. I mean, there was other things you could have called them. I'm trying to think of other notable groups. Now, for the record, Fergus's team is called the Four Horsemen. Okay, so the Four Horsemen, that kind of makes sense. There's 4 of them, you know, but like Expendables. Anyways, we're playing the Ringer team. Ringer team actually did pretty good their first round. They played the Divine Shadow. Actually, no, they didn't. They lost 33-47. We just got in our round 1 against Green Dragons. We got 39. So I guess we were the closest ones to 33. Wow, didn't even expect that. They have players. They have Judson Smith, which Judson, he's a Chicago guy. He actually lives really close to me. He drove me to the WCW Havoc. He's the captain. He has Drew H. I've never met Drew H before. I don't know who Drew H is. He's also playing a Legions of Sin army. Okay, and I don't know what a Legions of Sin army does. I don't know what it does. Like, I've never seen this before. He's playing Adam Hilton. Adam Hilton, for those of you guys who follow my battle reports pretty often, last time I played Adam was Buckeyes when I came back from Corona, and he was playing the unpainted Infernal Dwarf army. He's actually playing a KOE army that is painted this year. Also, Adam is, for the record, if you see the title, you know I'm playing Adam. But, and then we got Bob Chevrolet. And Bob Chevrolet, I have not seen Bob, and I made a comment about this, since 2017. The Buckeye that I won, by the way. And that was, I played Bob in like my 3rd round. I haven't seen him since then. And he made the comment that he hasn't played a game since about then. Anyways, guys, oh, for the record, I'm going to go back here. You know, you got a really cool picture of this fucking AI knight here, you know, and it took me a while to get this guy, but I just want to show you the rejects. I want to show you the rejects because there's a lot of them. First of all, we got this knight here who's like prancing through the orcs. Like, what is he doing? Why is he prancing? I want to know what the AIR thought. Like, we're gonna, and not only that, but look at the knight in the background. He's like floating, just like. It's not even like a jump motion. The horse is just like floating. Like, my people need me. I'm out of here. Okay. Then this one right here is like, this is another one where the knight is just floating in the air. And why is he running with the orcs? Is this an orc in disguise? I want to know. I want to know what the fucking AI art thinks. And I want to know why there's bugbears in the background. Those are definitely not bearded orcs. Those are bugbears, okay? Alright. This one, look at the fucking size of the guy. The guy is fucking huge. He is fucking huge. Like, and then this orc in the corner doesn't know how to hold a sword. Okay, he's using it like a gun. Alright. This other guy up here, the pole is going through his arm. He's not even holding his weapon. And I want to know, like, this one to me, I think this is an orc in armor. This one has to be, because that knight is massive. It's like a fucking giant compared to the orcs. It's exactly what it is. It's a fucking giant. All right, and then this one is all types of fucked up. Okay, like again, why is the guy huge? What's up with Grandpa Orc down there? Why does Grandpa Orc only like his fingers are all gnarled and fucked up? What is that thing in the background? I want that in my army. Like this is all type of fucked up. So I thought you guys would enjoy that. I just thought so. Anyways, let's go over the WCW expendables. We just went to lunch, me Phil, and Ian and John. We were talking. Actually, we didn't go to lunch. We had pizza there. I lied. We were talking about who wanted to play who. Now, for the record, Judson. I like Judson. He's a Chicago guy. He won Gemini last year, which gave him the right to come to Masters, which I believe he is going to Masters. But I'm going to check the list. I'm going to see if he's actually coming, because he did win the right to come to Masters. I wonder if he did come. Anyways, he's never played like people like Phil Carl or John. So I was just kind of like, oh, I want to give him to one of them just so he gets that experience that I play on a weekly basis of Phil or John. Drew H, like I said, I didn't know him, and when we were looking at the lists, I'm like, oh yeah, demons, I can handle demons, and then Phil said, all of us could handle demons, John could handle demons, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll give it to John then, right? Adam Hilton, I think a couple people wanted to avoid the night bus, and I was like, I don't really care who I play in this group, honestly, I don't. And then Bob, I actually wanted Bob since I knew the name. I knew I haven't seen him in forever. I kind of wanted Ian to play Bob. Well, coincidentally, let me just go back to my pictures. I ended up getting Ian Bob like I expected, right? I ended up getting Judson to Phil like I wanted. And I got John to the Demons. And I took the KOE, all right? John just played KOE. He was like, I don't really want to play KOE. And I was like, that's cool. I'll give you the Demons. I was like, I could have took the Demons either way, and I think we kind of gave them the choice regardless, so I think they chose who fought who, and they switched it around. As soon as the table started, John comes up to me and he goes, this isn't Demons, this is Legions of Sin. And I go, the fuck is that? It's a supplement book. I don't know what the fuck it does. Neither does John. All right. Well, we're just going to get there when we get there. Here's a picture of Judson, and that's Drew H., and that's Adam Hilton. And then let's go over my game. Let's go over Adam's list really quick. He has a KOE. He has a Damsel that's on Druidism on foot with a Sacred Chalice. He has a BSB and a Folk Hero. They're all in the same unit, by the way. They're all on foot. All right. He has a Sacred Reliquary in that unit. It's the 30-minute arm, Forlorn Champions with the Legion standard. He has all the stuff in that unit. Okay. He has 13 feudal knights with the relic shroud. He has 30 peasants, 11 archers. He has 6 peg knights, 9 knights resplendent, the reliquary, like I said, and 2 friar lanterns. All right, my magic, I ended up taking flaming swords, pyro float, enveloping embers, because he has bricks of peasants. He has, I ended up taking the hereditary, which is the -1 to hit for goblins. Took the rod of battle, and healing waters is what I rolled. All right, as you can see, there's my dice right there, 4. All right, I have no idea what this picture is. Anyways, it's like a granulated picture. That is crazy. Anyways, as for my opponent, here's his magic. I'm going to have to zoom in here. He has Fountain of Youth, Entwining Roots, Stone Skin, Summer Growth, Raven's Wing, Deceptive Glamour, and the Wheel Turns. Don't tread on my turf. What is that? I don't know what that is. What is that? Don't tread on my turf. 2 battle points are awarded if there's no enemy units in your deployment. Oh, I think that's because we're playing King of the Hill. Alright, whatever. Alright. As you can see, this is actually the game room. This is the main room. There's 2 rooms. What ended up happening, Jeff Parkhurst, which is actually the guy right behind Phil Carl, playing Gene Phelps right now from Wargaming from the Balcony. For the record, Gene Phelps' son, Brandon Phelps, is right over there in the blue shirt. Brandon Phelps ended up taking the highest points in the whole tournament. And just to let you know, Jeff would normally rent out this whole room, and we would play in this whole room. There was a mistake in the store. The store had a mistake where somebody hacked into their computer system and deleted. They lost all their information on who rented the room. So when he comes back to this store like 5 months later, because he requested it in January, they were like, "Oh, we don't have you on the schedule." And he's like, "How?" He's like, "I requested this in January." "Oh, yeah, we were hacked." Okay, he's like, "Well, I still want to request it for this weekend. I've requested it." And they're like, "Well, we took half the room for Pokemon." So literally, we were sharing the room with a Pokemon tournament. He ended up having to get a separate room, which is, here's the other half of that room, by the way. He had to get a separate room back here, where you can see we just put the top tables there. Tables 1 and 2. We're playing that room. And there's Chuck giving me a dirty look. Anyways, and then here's Andrew Ratman playing Neil. Neil! Alright. We're playing the Diagonal. We are playing, I'm looking this up really quick. Let's see. Obviously, it's the Diagonal. Round 2. Yeah, it's King of the Hill. Okay. We're playing King of the Hill. Now, I picked the water terrain. And what ended up happening was he ended up picking, I believe, the ruins. I don't think you could actually pick the ruins. I could be wrong. But I didn't really care. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. You know, I was like, oh, okay, the ruins. And after the game started, I was like, wait a second, I don't think he could have picked the ruins. I think it's actually, you have to pick like a forest, a hill, or a water terrain. I could be wrong. I don't remember. Now, playing on this map, I go ahead and I put Ruckus on the left. I put my Spider Riders behind the building, utilizing their Ghost Step. It kind of helps me with, especially how I have to deploy my army. You see how compact my guys are because it's such big hordes. So especially in this diagonal setup, I really couldn't fit everybody in. I had to put the K-Pack together to get them on the line, and Cletus barely fits in that spot. The Goblins... I have the Goblins surrounding both the Savages and then the Rotten Tooths chilling in the back. And then I have my General on the left side. Now, for the record, my Goblins and my Goblin Chariots and Cletus, if he had a Terror Causer, I would be scared shitless that I was going to lose them due to a Terror check or panic. But he doesn't have... artillery that's going to cause a panic. He doesn't have any magic that's going to cause a panic, and he doesn't have a monster that's going to cause a panic. So it's good that my general's over there. Not to say that the K-Pack doesn't have the same leadership as my general. Anyways, the BSB is right in the center. That's the good spot. But yeah, I could lose my Goblins easy. Alright, turn 1. I believe I actually got turn 1. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. Guys, I end up moving Ruckus up to the top left. Now, I move him up there with a, 19 to his Knights. It is a very dangerous spot to be in. I move my Goblin Spiders to watch and protect them. I think I actually shift them over a little bit more after I took this picture. Turn Cletus looking up. Now, his Peg Knights have a huge threat range. His Knights Resplendent have a huge threat range. Whoops. Let me pull up his list again so I know what I'm saying proper. Yeah, they are Resplendents. Have a huge threat range. Now, he has all these hordes. I don't really care about the hordes because they're peasants. It's like goblins. You know what I mean? Probably a little bit better than goblins, but roughly goblins. I move my orcs up to give him... to tempt him to come forward towards them, and also to push some of his models back. Now, he only has one unit of archers that I have, that I don't really care that they're there, to be fair. And he has that bus. The bus is the big thing. It's right behind the hill right now. That's his biggest unit. He has 4 or 5 characters in that unit. Yeah. Magic. Go ahead and I do a Pyro Flow. Try to kill off the Friar Lantern right away. I end up doing 4 wounds here, but it lives. I tried to do the attribute, and he made the ward save. So it's going to live, unfortunately. Go ahead and I do Enveloping Embers onto his big brick. End up killing 8 of these Men-at-Arms, the Forlorn. But he is going to stay there. And then my attribute, I failed to kill the goddamn Friar. That's it. That's all it is for my turn. I shot at him with some bow shots, but I don't think I killed any. I think he made his armor saves. And it's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Turn 1. Kingdom of the Equittaine. Kingdom of Equittaine turn 1. He goes ahead and he charges into Ruckus here. And I'm like, I just hope he fails this charge because it's I think a 10 or 11 for him. He does not fail it. He does not. Boom! He gets right in. Now, this sucks. This puts me in a bad spot. I know for a fact that if he gets good hits, good rolls, Ruckus is dead. Okay? Hopefully, and the shitty spot, excuse me, the shitty spot I'm having is that Ruckus could have, if I popped my Mauler out ahead of time, just could have took a shield. And if I took a shield, I'd probably have a good chance of surviving that many hits and then do some output damage back. But I didn't pop my Mauler out because I didn't think he was going to make the charge. Part of the reason why I put Ruckus up here to begin with was I didn't know if he was going to try to split up his forces, because now he's going to have to deal with a wide, nothing on the left flank really protected. So I was kind of like, okay, maybe he's not going to take this. But he totally took it, totally got in. He rolled a 12 on the dice, nails fucking Ruckus. All right. During this time he's moving, I'm going to go ahead and take pictures of the other games. This is Ian playing Bob, and there is John playing Drew, and there's Phil playing Judd. All right. Remaining moves, okay? He moves up his men-at-arms quickly into my goblins and my generals unit. Not only that, but he's threatening the flank of my orcs. It's a smart play by Adam. I gotta give Adam credit for that. Okay, he moves his Friar Lantern that's about to die in front of the savages. Savages can't do shit about it. I'm probably gonna fail a frenzy check. Smart move by Adam. He moves his peasants in front of my K-Pack. I don't really care for that. But there's no leadership around them, and I'm going to exploit that in a second. And then, everything else is kind of staying back. His knights on the hill are dangerous. His peg knights are dangerous. We're going to see how that goes, okay? Magic, he gets a 3 on the flux. Goes ahead and gives these guys stoneskin. This I actually tried to stop. He rolled a low roll. I forgot what it was, 2 dice or 3 dice, but I have the crystal ball, and I fail it. I rolled 3 1s, and I'm like, son of a bitch. He gets it off. He goes ahead. I think that's the only spell he got off. Everything else after that I basically stopped. Over here, close combat. God damn, he just pops Ruckus. He pops Ruckus. Now, he turns to face the middle of the table where all the drama is. He does not respect my Maulers, my Beastie Boys. He does not respect the Beastie Boys, and that's a fatal flaw for him. It's going to start off my turn, Orcs and Goblins. Turn number 2, guys. Guys, turn number 2, Orcs and Goblins. I don't call it the Wog. I know Phil's probably going to be like, what? He didn't call the Wog turn 1 or 2? What I do is I release the Fanatics out of my Goblins. I do this on purpose. One of the reasons is I don't want to fight 5 or 6 ranks of Reliquary or Forlorn, Knights Forlorn. Also, I have 60 bow shots pointed right at them right now. Okay, I'm going to kill this unit before I have to fight them. Okay, my goblins, I don't have to worry about the position they're in because I got a free flee. As long as he can't push me off the table, which means my savages do have to kill his Friar Lantern to get it out of the way. And I charge I charge the knights. I charge the K-Pack Plus into the Lowborns. He holds. Okay? Then I charge Cletus, and he fails his terror check. He runs through his shit. I redirect both. I charge the K-Pack into his pegs. I need like an 11 or 12 to get it. I don't get it. Alright, and then Cletus actually doesn't have an actual charge to do after that, so he's going to just stumble forward. Savages are going to get in. The Maulers do get in. And then over here, I go ahead and I throw both the Cownado and the Swirling Doom into these guys, and I ended up taking out a good chunk. He started off here with, it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ranks. Actually, I don't think I killed that many because I ended up killing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only killed 3 dudes. 3 dudes? Come on, man. Up here, the Maulers did pop out, and they're going to go ahead and charge the flank here, and I'm going to double check. Okay. Because I got a lot of drama over the fact that I got a lot of comments over the fact that I misplayed how many were attacking here. This is proper. Alright, but it was a mistake. I just made a mistake. I thought I was touching everybody. I obviously wasn't. I made them lose 2 attacks last game. This game, it's not a problem. Up here, that's what I did. I ended up only charging 1 chariot out, and he's going to just stumble forward into that rocks. And then over here, this is how it looks. All right. What I ended up doing is I popped out the other 2 units of the K-Pack out of the unit. Let's see. Yeah, I popped the other 2 out of the unit and I just walk away, and then I let Cletus and the other guy just stumble forward, and then that's it. All right. Trying to see. Don't think there was magic. Shooting. Go ahead and shoot into this unit. Like I said, he originally started with 6 ranks. Now he's down to 4 ranks and 2 guys. So I killed a bunch more with bow shots. It looks like I killed a lot more, but that's his dead pile from everybody, really. And basically, that is it. Oh, up there. Ooh, up here. I don't have a full picture of it. What ended up happening was I ended up using my great weapons, and I let him swing away. He ends up killing a bunch of my spider riders, but my maulers just desecrate. And I mean, desecrate that unit. I beat the shit out of him. I killed like 5 or 6 dudes. His 3 fails his steadfast check, and he just runs right off the table. I turn my goblin spiders around, my beastie boys around, and I'm trying to help out with the fight coming out in the middle. It's gonna start off his turn 2. Kingdom of Equittaine, turn 2. He charges his men-at-arms into my general's unit. Well, first he charges his knights into my goblins. I flee on purpose. And also, for the record, I'm going to go back here. That's what I was kind of stumped on. Over here with the orcs, what ended up happening was I had to reform, and I basically made them only 5 wide. When I did that, it was a question of where's the center of my unit, and yada, yada, yada. So I ended up having to pull up my old pictures to show where my unit was, and then we had to refigure out the center. And then what I did, I just put him 5 wide facing his knights. I know it looks like I'm facing sideways, but no, I'm facing up towards his knights. And then his pegs have like a 20-inch charge to get into the flank if they want to try. He's going to try because there was no downside for him trying. Now it's turn 2. Turn 2, his knights decide to charge into my general's unit. I didn't see this one coming at all, but he obviously has line of sight to me, and and I thought I was out of line of sight, and I just missed it. So he's gonna charge into my general's unit with his knights and his reliquary. He gets in with both. Now his peg knights fail the charge, so he chaps me with his other friar lantern. And that's all really. Okay, over here, magic. He ends up putting up the wheel turns. I kind of have to let this go because I have to stop stoneskin, and I did stop stoneskin. He gave me wheel turn, so I have to wound him on 4s, and I was like, you son of a bitch. Now I end up just going straight up hand weapons or paired weapons to try to kill his men at arms, so I could try to get some combat res. He challenges out. My champ accepts. My champ kills his champ. My general whiffs hard. His knights killed my other chariot, so it just literally just basically caused me to lose combat. He has a charge. He has like 4 banners. He has 2 ranks, and he has, it looks like 6 wounds. I lose pretty big, and I'm not steadfast. I'm going to just straight up run. Now, my orcs do hold their ground. They don't run away, but my general and my chosen Akram are going to run. I roll the dice, and he's like, I'm gonna chase with the men at arms, but I'm going to try to restrain with the knights. Okay, I respect that. I understand where he's coming from. I get it, right? He fails his restraint test, and he has to chase with both. His knights, his feudal knights, will come right into my orcs, my rotten tooths. His men-at-arms run, and they go like, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches. My general books it like 12 inches. I get away from everybody, and I'm still on the table. I pop all the way back here, and basically that's where he's at. Holy shit. That's rough. All right. It's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. I actually tried to charge my goblins into the flank of his men-at-arms here. Part of the reason was just to hold him. I don't need him chasing my general for a turn. I failed the charge. Okay? I moved my K-Pack. I moved 1 back to help out with the Rotten Tooth. If the Rotten Tooth, they should, in theory, hold the Steadfast. I'm just going to basically help them out. My goblins, I just kind of chill back and I basically leave. I pull Ruckus to the flank and I leave one of my chariots out there to. I think I tried another charge and I just failed another charge and I just took dangerous trains. But it's fine because what I'm doing is I'm leaving them there for bait. I make sure my goblins are 6 inches away. I make sure the other chariot's 6 inches away. So when he runs, if he dies, he blows up, whatever, I don't cause massive panics. My savages have to take the Friar Lantern out. Okay, my general rallies. That was huge. That was huge. My goblins obviously rally. That's where it is. Over here, I don't think I had much in magic. I think my magic was just shut down straight up. And there was nothing to shoot at because I just rallied. So close combat, my fucking rotten tooth. I pop out spears. And look at this. This is the fucking to wound roll. This was the to wound roll. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 wounds. 24 fucking wounds. 24. Holy shit. Holy shit. Now, he actually made a good chunk of armor saves, but he ends up losing like 10 dudes. He made 14 armor saves, but he lost 10 guys. He ended up killing off my back row. I'm going to hold steadfast. He actually ended up killing off more guys than I killed of him. But like I said, I'm just going to hold steadfast. And what I ended up doing was, this is the crazier part, is you see where I'm at, right? I only have to touch 2 models. It's my turn. I am going to slide over to the left like so. And he was like, what the fuck? And I did this so I could chaff him from getting to my general. Gives me a turn to think and move and get my savages in better position. My savages are now facing the flank of his units, giving my flank to his pegs again. And yeah, that's how it looks. All right, turn 3, Kingdom of Equittaine. He charges in here. He kind of has to. He charges his pegs here. I let this happen because if I fled, I think it works out worse for me. So I let it happen, and I was just hoping he failed. He gets in. Now, when he gets in, he moves his other Knights Resplendent to the rear of my savages, which is very smart of him, for the record. And he's trying to chaff me with his peasants. Trying, okay? That's basically how it is. All right. Magic, he gets a 1 on the flux, goes ahead and he gets stoneskin again. I cannot stop this fucking stoneskin. I am trying to stop this fucking stoneskin. Close combat, man, you can just see the aftermath. He popped my unit of orcs. 1 knight remains, and he overruns into my wizard, okay? His other unit overruns into the flank of my general, and here's where I call my time out. Well, actually, I think this turn, let's finish this turn here. Over here, I challenge with my chariot, because I was like, aha, challenge. And he's like, yeah, fuck it, I'll take the challenge with the champ, I don't care. And I only do 1 wound onto the champ. He actually ends up winning combat pretty heftily. And he ends up killing my, forcing me. Actually, he only wins by, I think he did a wound. He has a charge and a wound, and I think a banner, right? And I did 1 wound back. I lose by 2, but that's enough for me to run, and I run off the table. Now, he overruns this way, and he runs too far. I think he tried to restrain, and he failed to restrain, so he runs too far out of the line of sight of my goblins, and it leaves my goblins with a flank to his knights. Again, I don't think the goblins are going to kill knights, but I'll have a charge of flank, 3 ranks, a banner, I have spears, and I have poison, so I might be able to pick some wounds. So it's going to start off my turn with a good spot with my goblins here, right? I'm just ignoring his pegs because I can just walk out of his range of his pegs right now. It's going to start off turn 4. I call my timeout. I go up to Phil, and I'm like, Phil, listen, ignoring this side with the goblins and the giants on the left side here. Let me show you a better picture. I'm gonna zoom in here. I'm saying these cues for myself, so when I do the edit, for the record, if I charge my chariot into the dude, I kill the dude, but my general needs help. I could log and I could get to my general. Phil says, don't do it. And I said, but I could get there. And he goes, what happens if you fail that charge? Now you screwed your goblins and your general. And now your goblins are stuck in the forest with the guy holding them. And I was like, fine, Phil. I'll ram this guy. So I ram him with the fucking K-Pack into the one guy. I bring the other chariot around because that's what's going to need help. My savages go up into the I guess they were facing that way, into the peasants. And I move my spider riders, my beastie boys, up towards the hill. Now, over on the right side, I kind of zoomed in so you didn't see this. I charge Cletus into the unit. He holds. No, I think he failed a terror check. And then my goblins pushed him way up over there. Or my goblins charged, he fled, and then I charged Cletus. I think that's what happened. Charged the goblins first, he fled, and then he fled from Cletus way up there. And they're just like shot putting him all the way up there. That unit does not rally. I actually have to give that point to the goblin unit down here. I don't even think I have a name for these goblins. These goblins never get any points. They never do shit. Except throw out fanatics. So this is a Knight Resplendent 485. I gotta actually put this in the records here. It's the first time they got points. Hammer scoring. Yeah, they don't have fucking points. That's crazy. Let's one below. The Brown Shroud. That's what I'm gonna call them for now, unless you guys come up with a better name. All right. But that's the first amount of points they're gonna earn. 485. All right. So that unit does not rally. Hoped that I was going to cause a panic on his archers. I did not. His one wizard's in there, the witchcraft. Like I said, the savages went into the peasants, and that's how it looks. Now, close combat. Did I not have magic? I don't think I had any magic that stuck, unfortunately. Looks like I got a 5 on the flux. I did call it the Wog for this, but like I said, nothing. I think I tried to do the Druidism heal spell on my general, and I healed 2 wounds off my champ. Okay, so my champ's back to full health. And then he stopped the Rod of Battle, and he stopped the -1 to hit. Or I think I just failed one, he stopped the other. Alright, nothing to shoot at. Close combat, my Goblin Chariot destroyed that guy, just rammed the shit out of him. And then my general, he ends up doing, again, I could challenge out. I don't think he has, I think he re-healed his champ. I want to say that's what happened. So I had to kill the champ again, and then I end up killing off, looks like 4 or 5 guys. He does have stoneskin up, but I just got a good lucky roll, killed off a bunch. He failed to wound me that round. That round he just whiffed. He doesn't have any orisons up. He doesn't have anything to help him buff except for the stoneskin. So he really didn't do much. And then his characters are only touching my general, so they don't have any help or an assistance there. My savages are going to destroy his levies. The levies are going to run. They run right in my own way. They're right behind the spider riders. And then yeah, that's basically how it is. I overrun with my chariot, and I turn my goblins around to face the flank because I know this is coming. I really probably should have popped my Goga Brew right here because this is a very important turn. If my general runs, I'm going to panic off the table probably and cause a lot of points to go. Now, for the record, I stick on a leadership 4. He has a charge, 2 ranks, 2 banners. If he did any wounds, I don't even know. I only killed like 4 dudes. But like, I don't have a banner. I don't have like a bunch of other shit. So he ends up winning combat by a lot. I stick on a leadership 4. And he was just like, you lucky son of a bitch. And that was probably what swings a lot of points here in the second. It's going to go up here onto his turn. Turn 4, I think. I lost track of what turn it was. Turn 4, Kingdom of Equittaine. His peasants rally, but the horses don't. Horses run off the table. The horses did cause a panic on the archers. I take it back there. So the archers are running. They do rally, the archers. Magic, he ends up getting a 7 on the flux. Goes ahead and he does entwining roots here onto my my general's unit. Now, he puts the orison up on these guys, gives them like +1 to hit or +1 to the ward save. It doesn't really matter. I stop his stoneskin. Fucking finally fucking finally, I stop his stoneskin. When I do close combat, I beat the shit out of these knights. I beat the shit out of him. He could not wound me for the life of himself. He failed a lot of hits, a lot of to wound rolls, and I just made good armor saves. I swear to God. So I just beat the shit out of his unit. He has one guy left, the Reliquary, his Wizard, and his BSB. Holy crap. It's going to start off turn 5. Orcs and Goblins. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. I charge in. Boom! Like so with the chariot with the Goblins. Now, for the record, I know that the Reliquary's box stands out further, but you see how like my chariot's just ramming nothing? Like how am I supposed to... did I play that right? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Anyways, over here, I charged his rallied lowborns, and I'm going to beat the crap out of them. And then over here, I just walk out of his pegs range. Up top here, you can see Cletus is continuously just fucking with people. Cletus is just charging levies, charging whatever's up here, because they're all running away. Everything's running away from Cletus. You can see my brown shroud, my night shroud. My mushroom boys, my shroomers. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with some name here. My shroomers. They end up going towards the objective, and they're going to hold into the objective. I do get the objective. Over here, close combat, he ends up killing my one chariot, actually, surprisingly. But I beat the shit out of this unit. I mean, I have a charge flank, big flank, 3 ranks, banner. I did X amount of wounds. I think his champ takes the BSB takes the beating from the fucking chariot that just charged in, and my general has Kingslayer right now. That's why I killed so many last round, and the reason why I couldn't wound him with the fucking stoneskin was because I have a great weapon, strength 9, but he keeps putting stoneskin up. Right now is a chance I was just like boom, just wailing on people because he doesn't have stoneskin up. That was a big difference. Holy shit. This unit will pop. I think I just pop him and he's going to run off the table, or I chase him down. Turn 6, this is how the table looks. Holy crap. Everything on the top left side is dead right now. And on the top right side, most things are running around like chickens with no heads. Speaking of chickens with no heads, the Pegasus are staring at basically nothing. And that's basically how the table looks. It's going to be the end of the game right there. It's my top 6, his bottom 6. All he does is try to rally. I try to run shit off the table. I got the objective. Oh, it's a big ONG victory. It's a big ONG victory, guys. Guys, that is pretty nice. Let's go. I got a 18-2. He did get 2 points from me. And that's fine. I'm trying to remember what he even killed. He said he killed 1,400 points of my stuff. He killed Ruckus, some Maulers. My Orcs. That's what he killed. Okay, and Chariots, actually. He fucked up my Orc Chariots. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. He got 18-2. As for my team, my team was on a different mission this game. We capped them. We got 60 points. We ended up getting overcapped because Ian came back with a 20. Ian was the first one done with a 20 playing Bob. Phil ended up getting a 20. Those were the 2 tables next to me. John only got a 10, and I try to remember, he called a timeout on something, on a rule dispute, and it actually went in the favor of the opponent. I'm trying to remember. It was something to do with the whole Guardians touching somebody. I'm trying to remember, but I can't really remember, to be fair. But John said that basically swung the game for his opponent, where they got the 10-10. But it really didn't matter. We ended up getting 20, 40, 58, 68 points total, uncapped. And then we got the cap of 60-20. It was a huge win for the Juice Crew. Huge win. Guys, last video I stopped it at like 30 minutes. I know this one's dragging on to almost 40 minutes, but one of the reasons was because I didn't tell you how my team was doing, my actual units. Right now in first place is actually my Goblin Horde. Oh, that game just swung it. They got 500 points against Slender Ben's game, but they ended up getting 1,500 points in Adam Hilton's game. 1,584 puts him at 2,100. Right underneath them by 29 points is the Chosen of Crom. Crom and Zod and the Chosen are doing great this tournament. 2,000 points. I think they'll keep it up for the most part. The Beastie Boys are in third place, so I just want you to notice that Goblins took first place because of combat res. Goblins took third place because of Maulers. That is crazy, okay? Let's see who's next up. Fourth place goes to the Foot Clan. That makes sense. Fifth place goes to the Rotten Tooths. Okay. They got a good swing this game. They got 636 points this game. Fourth place goes to the K-Pack Plus. Fifth place goes to Cletus, the little brother of Ruckus. Baxter is down. Baxter has been down, unfortunately. Actually, the Brown Trout is outdoing Baxter right now. Oh my God, poor thing, Baxter. And then Ruckus, and then the Cownado. Ruckus, or actually, the Cownado has more points than Ruckus. Ruckus is the low man on the totem pole right now. That might swing around. I'm trying to remember the other games, but I don't think he does well for the next game either. But it's okay. I like Ruckus. Ruckus is a fun thing to play with. All right. As for the next opponents, we're going to go ahead and play the Detroit Boys, also known as the Last Brunin, which is Andrew Hetz, Chuck from Evershade Gaming. What's that guy's name? Alex Myers and Max Lapora. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I enjoyed making it, and until next time, guys, I love your feedback. Please leave more feedback. If you guys see me playing something wrong, I am not mad. I am not argumentative. I try to explain my point of view. And like I said, the comment from the last video about I had cheated my opponent. I didn't do it on purpose. You know what I mean? I thought I had everybody touching, but I obviously could have had one or more of his models touching. And I don't even remember if we played it that way. We might have played it where he was touching, or he could have counted it. I don't really remember. But I do love that feedback because it makes me a better player, makes me better on my P's and Q's. So I do appreciate that. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy it. And until next time, take care.